Hello peeps, how you doing? Hope you're well. I'm back at Stonehenge. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I put one out and I was going to do one sooner, but life gets in the way. So to round off the journey, I went to Frankfurt, picked up Maria, Louis and Storm, the two dogs. We cut out of Germany into Luxembourg because it's the cheapest fuel in Western Europe. Filled up, up through Belgium, France and Calais, through the tunnel, and then up to Yorkshire. Did it in 2 days. Was I knackered? But yeah, that's what we did. Did the Ardennes, over the Moselle Valley into Luxembourg, went up to see the Tiger Tank because I promised my brother I'd get a picture in the dark, but hey, there you go. And through the Ardennes forest and Liège, Autobahn really all the way to Autoroute all the way to Calais. The bureaucracy at the tunnel was interesting. Suppose it keeps good people employed. All COVID stuff. Spend an hour filling out a form and then you go to the actual customs point and they want something else. But anyway, we got through, got on the tunnel, got on the train. So I've never been in a submarine, but is a train in under the ocean, under the octopus's garden, a submarine? Don't know. But it's the first time I've done the tunnel as well, so yeah, I'm not sure I'll bother again. It's quite expensive. It's nice and quick, but it's quite expensive. But I like to kind of stretch out on the ferry if I go back, which I'll talk about later. Anyway, we went to Wakefield to the lovely Sue, vegan chef extraordinaire. Next morning I went over to see a good friend at Hebden Bridge. We had a lovely meal. Then I went and I met up with Lady Macbeth in her van, and then went back to Wakefield and picked up Maria again and took her to Barnsley to collect her van. Stayed back at Wakefield that night again. Got a nice little park up around the back of Sue's, and then had another spiffing vegan meal, and then made my merry way south. Went to my sister's, got my washing done, put my coffee pot through the dishwasher, stuff like that, you know. So I'm back in Blighty. I'm at Stonehenge now. Sarah's here, her tent's outside. She needs a bigger tent because it's not blocking the wind from my van. It's been wet and windy all week. The only good day was Wednesday, but I had to go into Salisbury that day because I had my 66-year MOT. Plug me into a machine, you know what I mean? Read out the readouts and stuff like that. Seems everything's okay, but I'm now card-carrying member of the AAA, which is a heart thing, but and I got back to see my harem. Went to Aileen's birthday party last weekend. I've got a reputation with the ladies in van life. It's not the reputation I was after, but I'm just considered a nice old guy to park up next to. But I kind of like that. Stonehenge mentally for me was the start of my pilgrimage and the fitting end to it. So loving being back here in the wind and rain, and sunny today, but that wind's still there, and it's coming from the wrong way. It's normally coming from that way, but it's been coming down the drove all week, so without blocking the drove there's very little shelter from it, because I've had a couple of van days. Next plan, right, I promised a mate who needs a van taken down to Portugal that I'd drive it down for him and he'd ship me back. I'm not sure I want to get on an aeroplane, but I'll see. It'll be coach, ferry or aeroplane. Week 10 days, drive down there, have a break for a couple of days, then head back. But then they brought war to our door. And I had a conversation with Bill. I put it up on Facebook. If I take out my bench seat, which is the one I'm sitting on here, the kitchen unit and some other stuff, I can put five, maybe six seats back in here. Still have room to live myself. Whilst I was away in the Balkans, I ran out of gas for a week and used my trangy, and I can survive on that for weeks, no problem at all. Meths or ethanol. So if I put two seats here facing each other and a table in the middle, I can sit and cook my meal on there. Go over to the Polish-Ukraine border and offer my services, ferrying families away from the border area. Been in touch with a few charities, put a shout out for some donations, had some serious donations and a very serious donation who wants to remain anonymous. Yeah, I can't tell his name. So the project is up and running. I'm just waiting for confirmation on this Portugal trip. That'll be a week, 10 days. Tracy is going to let me store the bench seat and the kitchen unit in a lockup and the kayak ground where she lives. I'm going to go see some army surplus guys I know, see if they can do me some boxes on a sale or return. Go to the garage that we brought Bill from, and see if they've got any seats that will go back into the slots that are already here. If not, I've had a couple of officers' seats. There's a couple of people looking at roof boxes for me. I've put in a request to get a service. I want to get some lights fitted for security and a few other things. Anything that I do to build that will extend a life, I am expecting to pay for myself. The donations are going to go to fuel for the trip out there and the work I do. Being a vegan, my food bill isn't heavy, it's just the fuel. So that's my plan. So I'm allowing myself 6 weeks, including the trip down to Portugal, to get Bill sorted. I've been talking to Felix. He reckons I could probably go and park down there for a couple of days and get the bodywork tidied up a bit. Got a bit of rust to sort out and stuff like that. I'm looking for a tow bar and electrics. I want my back springs checked and my front brakes checked. And a full service before I go. My sister and Tracy have already started collecting. If anybody's got feminine and children's hygiene products, is what I'm looking to take, the kind of stuff that gets churned through quickly. Sleeping bags I'll take, blankets, children's shoes and clothes. I don't know if you saw the picture I put on Facebook, the black and white picture. People have been commenting on some of the groups I've posted on that. It's going to be over in 6 weeks. I'm wasting my time. I should give the money to a charity. I've worked with these big charities. I've given money to big charities. I've seen their bank accounts grow. But at the time they paid the accountants and the lawyers. So I'm going to go and do something because I know I can. I'm retired. I've got no other pressures. I can do this. So I'm going to go and do it. So that's my intention, to be heading off early mid-April and be gone 6 weeks. Take a load of stuff out there with me. I don't want to tow a trailer out, but I'll probably be able to get a trailer out there, borrow or whatever, to carry luggage really. But I've got the roof rack. I'm worried about borrowing boxes and they're not being big enough for a suitcase. and then leaving them somewhere and then coming back and they've gone, but I'm not sure what to do about that. So I might have to see if I can buy some boxes on a sale or return basis. One of the big aluminium expedition boxes, if I can get them. I reckon I can get 4 on the roof and 1 on the bike rack. 6 or 7 seats. I think I can offer something that is of use to the situation without putting myself in harm's way more than necessary. Don't want to do that stuff anymore. I've got a few other notes here. Anyway, if you want to donate, PM me or make a comment on here and I'll get back to you. I'm not doing GoFundMe, because they take a dip. I don't want to feed some corporation. I've got a bank account that I've got 2 bank accounts that I use, one for travelling and one for paying my bills. So everything that I've donated goes into my travelling account, and that'll be the project account. Not sure what to call the project. Van Life UK Ukraine, or Edge of the Grid Ukraine. Don't know, but anyone got any suggestions? If you want to stick your poster, your sticker on the back of bill for the trip, it's £10 a square inch. If you don't, fine. I've got some on there already. They got discount, but do you want to put yours on? £10 a square inch. Couple of poems for you today, only little ones. I'm just doing the technical thing with the buttons here. One's a drifting poem. Now in heart of old Wessex kingdom, with its wind and sun, from stones to stones my circle done. Time with friends, the love so bright, it blurred my sight. Close old book, new begun. Have I got some stories to tell? Ran a fire. Oof. When people you know seem to disrespect and in different direction flow, just let it go, and on your own path know. If someone you care doesn't seem to share, keep your heart clear. Don't waste your song. Have a swear, kick a chair, move along from there. Be the sun's bright glare. I'll put them up on the description. I'll put up my Instagram and Facebook link if I can work out how to do that. And if you want to donate or you can help, I've been talking to Felix down in Glastonbury, near Glastonbury, and he says I can go there for a couple of days. I've got some rust to do on the bodywork. So what I'm going to do is get the stuff out, scrounge all the stuff that's going on and in, and probably head down there to kind of tidy it all up, put it all together. Aileen said she'd store Bill while I was jaunting off to Portugal. What else do I need? I need a garage, van-friendly garage that can lift a 4.3 ton van. I've got my exhaust mountings have gone. They need rewelding. I'm not sure if I need my back springs lifting an inch or replacing. My front brakes are probably due a change. And I want to check underneath to see if there's any other welding I'm going to need before the MOT September. So if anybody knows a van-friendly garage somewhere, Rugby, Coventry, Solihull area, next week, I'd be very interested. Or somewhere down the West Country or Oxfordshire. Excuse me. The starlings are out. See, I wanted to do this stood outside today, but it's just too windy. It's not so much the wind across the microphone, it's the whole laptop was blowing in the wind. Stones have had a good wash. Full of tourists. Bless them. Anyway, peeps, it's good to be back. Good to be amongst friends. I've had a lovely week with some lovely people. Feeling grounded again. Ready to go wandering again. I'll send you a postcard from Poland. Stay safe. Hope the weather's getting better. I will be back at the Stones hopefully for the equinox next weekend. Wow. That's it then, isn't it? Spring is here. I'm going to do the technical thing now and try and make that go away. And say, see you later peeps. Stay safe. Happy travels.